Section 31, we've got Oscar winner Michelle Yeoh. She's here to have her revenge. So I don't know if you guys remember how long it has been. It's been since 2018 that we've been hearing about a Section 31 show. We were just privileged to get an announcement this past week where Paramount Plus, P Plus, as I call them, they're going to have a Section 31 movie, like a movie event, which I think is kind of a fascinating choice. There's a part of me that feels like Paramount Plus, P Plus, missed an opportunity because, as we all know, Michelle Yeoh is coming off her hottest year ever, right? So Everything, Everywhere, All at Once, Oscar winner for Best Picture, Oscar winner for Best Actress, which she won. And so they've kind of lost the opportunity to have a series starring Academy Award winner Michelle Yeoh, but we've still got a this movie event coming up. So I guess the first question I have for you all is, are you excited about this, given what you've seen from Discovery? And also, what the fuck took so long?
I think the Oscars, what took so long? I think her
Really?
being hot is what reinvigorated Paramount to be like, hey, we should go ahead and follow through with what we were doing, even if it's in a shorter format. There's something I'd rather see in a shorter format because, I don't know, I was never a big fan of the Section 31 stuff they were doing in the context of Discovery Season 2.
What about Deep Space Nine?
Haven't seen Deep Space Nine yet. But this would be very much a Discovery spinoff, and I'm assuming they would set it around this time of Season 2, showing maybe what her, maybe even the return of Ash Tyler were doing when we weren't seeing them, and before she ended up going, obviously before she went to the future, and then before she went back to the mirror universe or whatever the doorway did for her.
Okay. Danny, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm not. I must admit, mate. When that whole story was happening, what season of Discovery was it where it was introduced and we met the character
Two.
the first time? Season. So
Well,
I
she
must
was
admit,
head of Section 31 in Season 2, or she was part of Section 31 in Season 2.
yeah, I found that not. I didn't like that character. I didn't like how she was constantly backstabbing and constantly being a bit of a bitch. I didn't enjoy that character very much. But Jonesy, you just reminded me how they were heavy, or sometimes heavy, in certain episodes of Deep Space Nine. I would be more interested in that history and that story than I.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Annoyed me that she was such a bitch all the time, and I'm just like, I'm not excited about this. Unfortunately, I don't care. I get the trailer. Maybe you guys tell me a bit more when you watch the show or the film. But no, this hasn't floated my boat whatsoever. I wasn't wanting this. This is not something I wanted. I hope I'll be pleasantly surprised, but it's not something I wanted. Don't like that character, or didn't like that character.
Okay. And so for my part, I do like Philippa Georgiou, like this kind of conflicted mirror universe character, this person that was basically evil, that we've made less evil as time has gone on. I liked her relationship with Michael Burnham, and so there's a part of me that does not think that will feature in this feature. So I'm curious what they will decide to do instead. I agree with you, Nick, about Ash Tyler. It'll be interesting because I remember when they first talked about this, like that was going to be the show.
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be the two of them. And so for the vibe that I got from the show, I was hoping that it would be a little bit more Andor-esque. So a character that wasn't necessarily, like, they were a little bit dirtier, a little bit grittier than your typical Star Trek character. And so I thought that would be more fun. So we're going to get this. It's going to come from Craig Sweeney serving as the writer, and Olatunde Osanami. He's going to direct the film. And these are folks that have worked on Discovery in the past. So I don't think it's going to veer too far from that. Yeah, it does. Just to get back some veterans from the series. So in terms of narrative and visually, I expect it to be the same. And I guess there's a part of me that I've probably soured a little bit more on Discovery as time has gone on, mostly because I feel like they have wasted some opportunity in some of their where they are in the timeline, right? They
Mhm.
they exist in the future now, and they haven't taken the opportunity to use that opportunity to do like just crazy, interesting things. And it feels like really what they were trying to do was just get away from the criticism of them mucking up canon. And so, from that perspective, I'm a little worried. But I'm also hoping that Michelle Yeoh wouldn't sign up for something that was less than stellar. So,
Do you think she was
those
under
are my
contract?
thoughts.
Probably not anymore for that. Usually
Yeah,
that kind of
5
option would
years
have gone
on.
away. Yeah.
Well, the reason why it made me wonder, because you mentioned the fact that she's Oscar winner now, is that she was under option to play this character again in one way, shape, or form, and Paramount weren't sure if it was going to be a success or not. And now they've traded in that marker because they see benefit for it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's
Well,
how
it's
actor
interesting.
contracts generally work, like that long of being locked into something. But she
Yeah,
must
I
have
don't- I
seen
mean-
something in the project, maybe even since the beginning, and been like, "Oh yeah, we're still doing that, but I have less time to commit to it." Sure.
Let's make a movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious. It's fascinating to me that we are going to get a Paramount Plus movie event before we get a wrap up or another film to the Abrams flicks. Like that's hilarious to me. So yeah, we'll see. Moving on.